The Camel's Journey of Resilience. Please subscribe so you don't miss a new story. In the vast expanse of the desert, where the scorching sun ruled the day and the endless sand stretched beyond the horizon, there lived a determined and spirited camel named Amira. With her amber eyes gleaming with curiosity and a heart full of courage, she stood as a symbol of resilience in the unforgiving desert. The Lost Oasis. The caravan's initial relief upon discovering the oasis was soon overshadowed by a troubling revelation. The oasis they had stumbled upon was suffering from the effects of a prolonged drought. The once glistening water was now reduced to a mere trickle, surrounded by withered plants and parched earth. The weary travelers realized that their respite would be short-lived if they didn't find a way to replenish the oasis. Amira's eyes glinted with determination once again. She remembered stories from her youth about an ancient well hidden deep within the desert, said to possess the ability to bring life back to even the most barren land. With the fate of the oasis hanging in the balance, Amira set off on a solo expedition, this time to find the elusive well. Her journey was fraught with challenges. The desert's shifting sands and treacherous terrain tested her endurance. Days turned into nights as she pressed on, guided only by the memory of stories passed down through generations. Exhausted and on the brink of giving up, Amira's sharp eyes caught a glimmer in the distance, a faint light that seemed to dance like a mirage. Summoning every ounce of her remaining strength, she pushed forward and eventually stumbled upon the ancient well. With renewed hope, she began drawing water from the well, filling her water pouches to the brim. The journey back to the oasis was just as grueling, but the thought of breathing life back into the dying oasis fueled her determination. Upon her return, Amira and the caravan worked tirelessly to channel the life-giving water to the oasis. Slowly but surely, the oasis began to revive. The withered plants regained their vibrancy, and the once trickle of water grew into a steady stream. The grateful travelers rejoiced, realizing that it was Amira's unyielding spirit that had saved them all from the brink of despair. The Sandstorm Sacrifice. Amira's courage during the sandstorm resonated deeply with the members of the caravan. They witnessed her selflessness firsthand, and their admiration for her grew even stronger. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Amira became a natural leader, guiding the caravan through the desert's unpredictable terrain and protecting them from various threats. One day, while navigating through a particularly treacherous stretch of shifting sands, Amira sensed danger. The wind carried an eerie howl, a prelude to another impending sandstorm. There was no time to find a shelter, and panic started to set in among the members of the caravan. But Amira remained composed, drawing from the same well of determination that had guided her through her previous trials. Thinking quickly, Amira devised a plan. She instructed the members of the caravan to huddle closely together, forming a protective circle around the young and the elderly. Placing herself at the center, Amira raised her head high and braced herself for the storm's fury. As the sandstorm engulfed them, Amira stood her ground like an unyielding sentinel. The winds whipped around her, and the sand stung her skin, but she refused to waver. The members of the caravan huddled tightly, finding shelter in her shadow. Her unwavering presence shielded them from the storm's worst. Hours felt like an eternity as Amira held her ground. Finally, as the storm began to subside, her companions emerged from their protective formation, awed by her sacrifice and bravery. Despite the toll the storm had taken on her, Amira's spirit remained unbroken. Ending. As the years passed, Amira's influence spread far beyond the desert. Her stories were carried by travelers, merchants, and storytellers who journeyed to distant lands. Amira's name became synonymous with courage and compassion, and her legacy served as a guiding star for generations to come. On a serene evening, as the sun painted the desert sky with hues of gold and pink, Amira found herself at the oasis she had helped revive. Surrounded by lush greenery and the gentle sound of flowing water, she reflected on her journey. She understood that her purpose had extended beyond her own life, shaping the very landscape around her. Amira's journey teaches us that life's challenges are not meant to be faced alone. By uniting in the face of adversity, we can overcome even the harshest trials. Her dual plot lines symbolize the interconnectedness of determination and sacrifice, highlighting that our actions have the power to not only transform our own lives but also the lives of those we touch. Just as Amira's presence transformed the desert into an oasis of unity, we too have the capacity to create oases of kindness, resilience, and support in the deserts of our lives. Her story encourages us to be the guiding light that leads others through challenges, the shelter that protects them in the storm, and the source of life that transforms barren landscapes into flourishing communities. The end. Don't forget to subscribe.